I'm Dave Higginson Jr. with Creative Music and the Professional Chord System. In this video, I will demonstrate how to play the song Happy Birthday. One of my most commonly requested songs on how to play is Happy Birthday. It also happens to be one of the easiest songs to learn how to play by chord. The song Happy Birthday is in fact made up of only 4 different chords. The C chord in the key of C is the C chord, the G chord, the G7, and the F chord. Now, traditionally, most of the time, those chords are taught this way. This is a C chord made up of the following notes, C, E, and G. And the G chord made up of these 3 notes. And so the song Happy Birthday might be played something like this if we also add the melody. Now, that's all right, that's the song Happy Birthday, but that's not the way that we would like to play it if we were playing it for people. We'd actually like to play it a little bit better. And the way we do that is the way the Professional Chord System teaches. We do that by taking that same chord, and instead of just playing it on the left hand, we play it in both of our hands. So we take those same 3 notes and we spread it out into both hands. There's a C chord. Now, to make it a little easier, the Professional Chord System actually gives us the pattern that we can use to learn how to play that pattern. And we take that pattern and we put it behind our keys, lining up the bottom indicator with the bottom note of the chord, in this case a C chord, and then following the pattern as instructed. That's a C chord. That's much better than this. Sounds much better, doesn't it? And here's a G chord, moving this to the G, and an F chord. Now, a G7 is played a little different. We move this back to the G, play our G chord, and as shown in the Professional Chord System, in order to make that G chord into a G7th chord, we simply move our left thumb down 2 keys. 1, 2. So there we have our 4 chords, the C, the G, the G7, and an F chord. Now, we'll put up on the screen the order of those chords to play for the song Happy Birthday, but the next step we have to do is decide what kind of rhythm are we going to use. Well, the very simplest rhythm to use is what's called a block chord. That's where you play the notes of the chord all at once. So if we were to play the song Happy Birthday using a block chord along with someone singing, because that's how we'll play Happy Birthday, obviously, as parties will have it for people to sing, it might go something like this. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear so-and-so, happy birthday to you. The other thing that you'll do when playing a song is to actually play it in your range, which I'm not doing here. This is way above my range, but I'm picking the key of C in order to teach it as easy as possible. So there's other rhythms you can use as well. Another rhythm would be something called an arpeggio rhythm. That's where you play the notes of the chord 1 note at a time, something like this. So if we were to do the same song, but with an arpeggio rhythm, it would go something like this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear so-and-so. Happy birthday to you. Now, the fact of the matter is, to make it sound even better, we can add some more notes. Now, those same notes of the chord of C, C, E, and G are actually found all up and down your keyboard. Having to read those notes can be tough, especially if you're not a good note reader, but playing them by chord is a piece of cake, because those same notes are found everywhere. That same pattern is found all up and down your keyboard. And so if we were to do that, and this time adding more notes to the chord, it would go something like this. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear so-and-so. Happy birthday to you. Another way to play the song would be if we actually played the melody instead of singing it. We probably won't do that very often, since most of the time we'll play the song Happy Birthday for people to sing. But if we were to add the melody, we would start off by first figuring it out on the keyboard without the chord pattern. You could do this a number of ways. One is to read the notes, but if you're not a good note reader, or if you just want to do it faster, because this is probably easier, especially with such an easy song, you can just pluck it out yourself. Here's the melody plucked out. Pretty simple. Now, how do we incorporate that into the chord? Well, next we find the chord again, in this case, the C chord. Here's the beginning note of the melody, and we kind of incorporate that in as we play it. So something like this. Pretty easy to do. It would take a little of experimentation, but eventually the more you get comfortable with the patterns and with the melody, you can certainly play that at the same time. Well, I appreciate you watching. This has been the lesson on how to play the song Happy Birthday. For more information, please refer to our website at pianostar.com and the Professional Chord System.